Struggling with mental illness is very hard. Um, and I wanted to come on here and, maybe talk about it. Because, maybe this is like a better coping mechanism, saying these things out loud. And then also hoping that maybe I can comfort someone else who may be feeling this way. Um, Today I'm going to talk about how mental illness is hard in terms of how it affects other people. I've been struggling with mental illness since middle school, and I am most likely bipolar. And recently I found it to be, recently I've come to understand that it's really affecting my family. And, that's very hard for me to hear because, all my life I've never wanted to hurt anyone. I wanted to make other people feel okay. I've wanted to uplift people. I think my purpose in life is to help others who are struggling, whether that be mentally or physically, as I want to be a nurse. I was asked by a family member, do I think it would be better if I lived with my cousins or my dad, because I live in my mom's house. And when I heard that, it just made me think, oh, what you're saying is you think it would be better if I lived with my dad or my cousins because I may be too much for you here at home. That hurt to hear. It definitely did, because for a long time I felt like a burden on other people. And, hearing these things, I'm also being told that, like, I'm affecting everyone in the house and that I am blowing up everything around me. And for a very long time, I felt like a burden. And then, I finally, like, came to terms, like, okay, like, I'm not a burden. I'm just thinking that, like, my thoughts aren't true. And, hearing these things, it kind of makes me feel like, oh, like, are these things true? Like, is it true that I am a burden? Like, and I don't think a lot of people really touch on that subject, how it feels knowing that you're affecting your family members because of your mental health and because of your mental illness. And, like, to me, I want to make it all better. Like, I want to fix it, but the only way to fix it is to fix my mental illness, but I can't fix my mental illness. So it feels like I'm forever going to be stuck hurting the people around me. Yeah, you can manage your mental illness, go on medication. And I am on medication and I am in therapy and I'm working on myself and I'm trying to do better for not only myself but for the people around me. But in the end, my mental illness will never just go away completely. There's always going to be some part of it. There's always going to be episodes here and there. And, like, it really hurts. And it feels like I'm kind of stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. And, like, thinking about all this, like, I'm only thinking about my family. Like, how can I help them? How can I fix their suffering when it comes to me? I mean, obviously it hurts to even hear that I'm part of the reason that they suffer. My sister told me, my mom sent me to my dad's house for a week because I had a really huge mental breakdown and something I've never experienced before in my life, and it was really big. I had to go to the hospital and everything, and it was very intense. And so she was really overwhelmed. You know, her mental health was declining because of it. And so she sent me to my dad's house for a little bit, so not only I could take a break, but so she could take a break. And my sister told me, Mom normally goes to sleep early. Mom normally goes to sleep at 9 p.m. And the entire time you were gone, she was up till 1 a.m. She was thinking about you. She couldn't sleep because she was worried about you. And it's really hard. It's really hard to hear because I want for my mom to feel secure and I want her to feel happy. And so it's hard. And I at times don't know what to do. And like my sister's telling me how badly like my recent episode affected her, and my brothers in the past told me how things affect him. And it's like the only way that I can help my family is if I get my stuff together. But like, even if I manage my symptoms really well, like I said, there's always going to be symptoms that show up, and I'm not going to be perfect, and I don't want to hurt the people around me in the process. So yeah, I mean, again, like I said earlier, struggling with mental illness is really hard, not only for yourself but for other people. And I think this is the first time in my life where I'm really, really conscious of how my mental health is affecting others. Like, I knew it affected other people, but like, I thought that it just affected one person, and not that I didn't care that it affected them. I thought that the part of the reason why it affected them so much is because of their mindset. But I'm hearing now that it's affecting a lot of people, and I'm also hearing that like I'm kind of viewed as like the villain in these situations, and there's not a lot of understanding when it comes to my mental health and my mental illness and the episodes that I have. There's not a lot of understanding, nor is there seeking to understand. It's kind of just like, you did this, you're bad for doing that, stop doing that. And it's like, okay, well, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to do that. Like, and what I'm referring to is like having a huge emotional reaction, like screaming, crying, throwing things, like really heightened state of emotions. And so when I reach that point, that is my nervous system saying, hey, I've reached my max. I'm freaking out. I don't know how to control this. I don't know how to calm you down. It feels like the world is literally ending right now, and everything around me is perceived as a threat. And when that happens, I can assure you it is not my choice that my emotions get that high. And that my body is reacting to the world as if it's a threat. That is not my choice. And so when I'm being told that like I'm bad, you need to stop that, it's hurtful because I didn't choose this. Like, I'm not choosing to respond the way that I'm responding, and I can't control it. So it's like someone telling you that there's something wrong with you, but you can't control the thing that's wrong with you. And it's hard to hear because I want to be able to control it, and I wish that it didn't happen, but like it did. And there's no sense of understanding that when I get to those states, my body has just reached its limit and is reacting in any way it knows how. So that's kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna continue to work on myself in hopes that I can better myself and for the people around me. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that if you are feeling this way or have dealt with similar things, one, you're not alone, and two, if you have any tips on how to deal with these feelings and emotions, please give them. I'd love to hear them. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope that maybe this video could bring someone comfort.